Hey, what's up everybody? 8-Bit Flashback here. Today I want to share with you a preview of a project I've been working on called the new and improved PlayStation Classic. So let's go ahead and power it on, and I'm going to be doing that with my DualShock 3 wireless controller. And if you take a look at the screen, you'll notice something's much different now. The PlayStation Classic really isn't that bad, especially if you're able to hack it and add your own games. But it's no secret that it's considered a failure by the majority of the gamers out there. It has a lot of issues, but my biggest problem is that it just lacks what makes PlayStation great, which is Sony. They released a console that seems to have nothing to do with their brand, starting with a third-party emulator that works very poorly. With that being said, hackers have made the PlayStation Classic a lot better, but I wanted something more. I wanted it to feel like an actual Sony product. So I decided to buy another PlayStation Classic, which I got at Walmart for only 35 bucks. Only this time, I modified it by installing a PlayStation TV inside of it. So now I don't have to deal with third-party emulators. I have internet access to the web and the PlayStation Store. I can also play PSP games, Vita games, and even stream games from my PS4. So this is what the PlayStation Classic should have been all along. Now I still have a little more work to do, but as it is right now, it is functional. I used a small Dremel to make new port holes for the USB, the memory card slot, and the power port. And for the HDMI port, I was able to just use that same port, which worked out great. Now let's take a quick look inside the case. I 3D printed some new mounts to secure that PlayStation TV board. Then I soldered a couple wires to the power switch on the board to make it functional, with a momentary switch I positioned under the power button on the PlayStation Classic case. Now here's some of the things I have left to do. For the USB ports, I plan on soldering some wires to the USB port located on the PSTV board. Then I'll hook up a USB hub to supply power for both of the front USB ports. And for the PlayStation Vita cartridge slot, I'll be using an ST to Vita microSD card adapter, along with a micro USB extension cable that I will route to the back of the console. And just to let you know, the ST to Vita adapters only work on hacked PSTVs. And I might do a couple other mods to this, but that's the two main things I want to get done. Now I don't recommend you go out and do this unless you want to. I'm mainly doing this for entertainment and fun purposes, and because I want to. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. The PSTV cost me 55 bucks, which I got really cheap, and the Classic was another 35, so it wasn't terribly expensive for me, but it's still not practical, especially when you can just hack the PlayStation Classic now. Now one thing Sony did get right is the looks of the PlayStation Classic. It is a very nice looking case. So once I get this build complete, I will be doing another video demonstrating the finished product. And for those parts that I took out of the PlayStation Classic case, I got a project in the works for that as well. Okay, it's time for me to go. If you like this video, if you could, hit that like button and have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time.